Yeah. What's going on? Andy and Joe coming at you with your first fishing video. Today we're going to be talking about how to bait a fishing pole for catfishing. Well, this is the way I do it anyway. I don't know if it's right or if it's wrong, but I catch fish with it. But anyway, here we go. Well, first of all, you got to have your fishing line on your fishing pole. This is the main line, the braided line. I believe it's 50 or 60 pound test line. Excuse me for the dogs, he's gone foolish. But anyway, first thing I do, I'm going to be fishing on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put that's a 2-ounce sinker. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Slide it on your main line. Just like that right there. Slide it on there just like that. Pull it on down. Take 2 of your little small beads. The small beads, they got holes in them. Run them on there. Run them through the holes on your beads. That's what it look like. Next, you take one of your 100-pound swivels, just like that right there. You take it. And this is what I do. I take my fishing line. I fold it just like that right there. Make sure you leave plenty of room for a loop. Wrap it around your finger. Wrap it around your finger right there. Then run it through that hole at least 4 or 5 times. Well, 4 times or more. Just keep running it through that loop. Run it through the loop. That's 4 times. Then pull it. You got your knot. Then you take your swivel. Take that end of the line where the loop's at. Run it right through the eye of that swivel. Just like that. Open up that loop and run the other end of the swivel through that end of your line. And there you go. And you take your scissors and cut off that little tag end of your line. Little scrap piece of line. Cut it off just like that. And there's what it ought to be looking like. Right there. Yeah, it's hot out here, people, from North Carolina. And the mosquitoes is eating my tail up. Ah! They might be drunk all my blood before I finish this video. Y'all know what happened. If I don't make no more videos after this here, the mosquitoes just took me out. But then after that, get you some lead line. Pound mono. Pull y'all back. About a foot or 2. Know how far you want the fish. Know how long you want your leader. So I take one in, do it the same way you did your main line. Make you a loop. Make you a loop just like that right there. Same way, wrap it around your fingers. Run it through that loop. Run it through that little loop right there. Take your tag in, run it through it 4 times, 4 or 5 times. That's 2, 3, and 4. Put a little bit of spit on it. Pull it down, you got your knot. Cut your little tag in though. Then it goes to that right there. Now, you take this here and run it through your other end of your swivel. Just like this right here, that's the other end of your swivel. That's the end of your lead line. Run it through that hole. And take this end of your line and run it through that end of that loop. Then you pull it. Bam! They're hooked up that fast. All both of them. Now for the hook. And here's what I do for the hook. That way if you want to, you can take it off. without even having to cut your line. Do the same thing, make it that loop. Run it around your fingers. Run it through that loop. Like I said, at least 4 or 5 times. No less than 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. That's most of I always do them 4 times. I'm too lazy to do it 5 times, so like it's taking up out my fishing. And everything helps when I be at the water. That's what it look like. Give it a little pull. Make sure your knot's good and tight. Cut that end off. Just like that. Cut that end off. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Sink through your swivel. There's your lead line. Now, you take your hook. There's your hook. There's your hook. And your lead line. Run it. Smash it. Run it through the eye of your hook. Run it over the top. Run it over the top of your hook like that right there. And then just pull on it. Now, you got your hook that you can exchange anytime you want to. Just like that. And if you want to switch up to a bigger hook or a smaller one, you just take and push that line. Push it right back over top of that hook. Pull it out. I want to go to a smaller hook. There's a smaller one. Let's put it on right quick. Run it through there that fast. Slide it over. Boom. There we go. We're back fishing. That easy. That's what my little boy called easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. That's just a regular bottom rig. I don't know what the real name, but where I'm from, we call it just a bottom rig. There's a Laser XL bait caster that I use on an old yard sale fishing pole. I don't even know what kind of name of it is. It was an old yard sale pole. Now, for my 10-foot ugly stick, it's got some kind of Chinese reel on it, like 8,000, a YF 8000. But what I mean, it throws pretty good. It's a pretty good reel. It's the only thing that matters. But when you pull like me, you got to get what you get. You can't be choicy. You know what I mean? Now for fishing, I believe there's nothing about to call the Santee rig. We're gonna do the same thing on this one. We're gonna take one of these slide swivels. We're gonna go ahead and put it on here, on the end of our main line. Put it on the end of your main line. Put it on there, and put your 2 beads. Put your big one, and then put your small one last. And do that same loop. Loop it around loop it around your fingers. And go through that loop 4 or 5 times. And take and cut your tag end off. Now you take your regular barrel swivel, run it through that loop, just like that. It'll be looking like that. Run it through that loop, then take this loop part here, and run it across the other end of your swivel, across this end of your swivel. Put it through there, put that swivel through that loop, and pull it. Then it's got it like that right there. And you can always take it back off without having to cut your line if you want to. Then this over here is for your sinker. That way your sinker can free slide on the bottom. Take and mash it, and pop it loose like that. And you hook it on right there. Hook it on right there on that loop, and close it back down. Then she can free slide, just like that. When the fish pulls on it, and it'll be able to slide. Then you take and go back to your 50-pound line, your leader line. Cut you another piece, about a foot, 2 foot, never how long you want it. I usually cut them a little longer that way, I can always cut it down. Make you another loop around your finger, then run it through the hole at least 4 or 5 times. When you do that, just cut your little tag in enough. There we go. Now we take this right here, then we run it through this hole on the end of your swivel. Hold it good and tight, and there you go. Just put that right there. That's what it ought to look like. That's what it ought to look like so far. Now, come right here and do the same thing. Make your loop. That way you can put your hook on there. Make your loop. That way you can put your hook on there. Run it through there at least 4 or 5 times. I ain't never had no problem with these knots. Cut that in though. Now, that's ready for the hook. You take that in that you just fixed, mash it, run it through the eye of your hook. Right through the eye of your hook, bring it over the top of your hook, pull it. Boom. That's what it ought to be looking like. Right there. That's your main line. There's your sinker, your beads, your swivel. There's your leader line to your hook. Now, here goes your cork. Some people call it a bobble. We call it a cork. You grab your leading line. You can put it over how far you want to. I usually put it on top of my knot. That way, it's got about 4 inches away from the fish's mouth when it bites the hook. So you take this in here, it's already got a slit in the side. That way you just slide it on your line. Slide it on your line like that right there. It's got these little things in it, goes in the end of it. The end of it, that way your cork can't come off. And stick your head through this in. Bam. That's what it ought to look like. That's your leader line. There's your main line, sinker, beads, swivel, leader line, your cork, and there's your hook. And then there goes your hook. And then we take and bait it up. Whenever we get to the water, you're ready to go fishing. That's what it looks like on the fishing pole. That's my 10-foot ugly stick. I've had it 10 years. Got it on a deal. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's my first one. It might not be too good, but doing the best I can, especially when I'm using an old Android phone to record off of. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like, subscribe button. Peace. Check y'all on to the next one. We'll be at the fishing hole.